Just jump right in with a question that might sound a little crazy. We all know vegetables are good for us, right? But what if I told you that for someone over 60, a perfectly healthy salad for dinner could actually be setting the stage for a stroke while you sleep? I mean, just picture this. You do everything right. You eat that big, beautiful salad, you feel great about it, and then you wake up with the terrifying signs of a stroke. And the weirdest part? The cause isn't what you'd expect, like some greasy fried food. No. The culprit? It might just be hiding in your vegetable drawer.
So in this explainer, we're going to break down the surprising science behind this whole idea. We're going to look at how some of our most common, healthiest vegetables can, believe it or not, pose a hidden risk to your brain health, especially after the age of 60.
We'll kick things off with this healthy food paradox. Then, we'll dive into 3 huge risk factors: medication mix-ups, the new rules your body plays by, and a sneaky one, the dehydration danger. And don't worry, we'll wrap it all up with a simple toolkit for how to eat safely. Okay, so let's get straight to the heart of it. This is really important. The vegetables are not the enemy here. It's not like spinach suddenly decided to turn evil. The issue is that your body's internal operating system gets a major software update around age 60, and it completely changes how these foods get processed.
You know, what worked like a charm for your body at 40 might not work the same way at 70. Things just change. Our kidneys start to filter things out a bit more slowly, our blood vessels aren't quite as flexible, and a lot of us are taking new medications. That combination creates a totally new environment inside of us, where even super healthy foods can act in very unexpected ways. All right, let's dig into our first big risk area, and this one is a doozy. It's the surprising and sometimes pretty dangerous clash between everyday veggies and medications that millions of seniors take every single day. So, take broccoli. It's absolutely packed with vitamin K, which your body uses to help your blood clot, when you get a cut. But if you're on a blood thinner like warfarin, well, its entire job is to stop your blood from clotting. See the problem? It's like one is hitting the gas and the other is slamming on the brakes. The real danger isn't even eating broccoli. It's the inconsistency. Eating a ton one day and none the next can make your medication levels go haywire. Now, with garlic and onions, it's a totally different issue. It's an amplification effect. These guys have natural compounds that actually thin your blood, which is normally great, but if you're also taking a prescription drug that does the exact same thing, you can accidentally get a double dose. This can lead to your blood becoming too thin or your blood pressure dropping dangerously low.
Let's keep going, because it's not just about the pills you take. Your own body's internal chemistry is changing the game, especially when it comes to how your organs deal with certain compounds found in these vegetables.
I love this analogy because it's so clear. Think about it, like sand clogging a thin pipe. That's what can happen with spinach. See, spinach is full of these things called oxalates. When you're younger, your kidneys are champs at flushing them right out. But after 60, with kidney function just a little slower, those oxalates can form tiny, sharp crystals, almost like sand. They can build up and actually start to narrow the tiny arteries that feed your brain.
And get this, check out the chain reaction that can happen from eating raw carrots late at night. First, they release their sugar pretty fast. That can lead to a blood sugar crash while you're asleep. So your body kind of freaks out and releases stress hormones like cortisol to fix it. And what does cortisol do? It tightens your blood vessels, right at the very moment they're supposed to be relaxed and resting. It's a total metabolic domino effect.
Corn can cause a really similar problem. You see, nutritionally, it behaves a lot more like a starch or a grain than a green vegetable. That means it can send you on that same blood sugar roller coaster, a big spike followed by a big crash. This triggers that same stress hormone response, which can thicken your blood and tighten your vessels overnight, creating a risky setup for clots.
And then there are tomatoes. For some people, they can be a trigger. They're part of the nightshade family, and in sensitive individuals, they contain compounds that can spark inflammation or even cause blood vessels to constrict without warning. On top of that, their acidity can mess with your body's mineral balance, leading to symptoms like muscle weakness that can feel unnervingly similar to the start of a stroke. Okay, on to our last risk factor. And honestly, this is one that almost no one ever considers: getting dehydrated from eating healthy greens.
So here's just a basic fact about our bodies. We naturally get a bit dehydrated while we sleep. Our circulation slows down, our thirst signals quiet down, it just happens. And this makes us way more vulnerable to anything that might reduce our fluid levels even more.
And that's where romaine lettuce and asparagus come in. They're both natural diuretics. That's just a fancy way of saying they make your body flush out water. Now, if you eat a big salad full of them late at night, you could be pushing your body toward dehydration, which makes your blood thicker and more sluggish, right when your circulation is already at its slowest.
Okay, we've laid out all the potential problems, but the point of this is not to give you a list of foods to be scared of. Not at all. This is about empowering you with knowledge. So, here are the tools you need to eat safely and confidently.
Rule number 1 is all about timing. It is so simple but so incredibly effective. Just eat those potentially tricky vegetables, like the raw carrots, the asparagus, that big romaine salad, earlier in the day. Have them for lunch or maybe an early dinner. That gives your body, when it's more active and more hydrated, plenty of time to process everything properly. Okay, rule number 2, balance. This is huge. Never eat sugary veggies like carrots or corn all by themselves. Always pair them with a protein or a healthy fat. Think hummus with your carrots or some avocado with your corn. This pairing slows down how fast the sugar hits your system and helps you avoid that dangerous blood sugar roller coaster. It's all about moderation. And the final, and maybe most important tool, is just awareness. Be aware of the medications you're taking and ask about how they might interact with food. Be aware of your hydration all day long, not just at mealtimes. And please, be aware that you can and should talk to your doctor about your diet. They can help you make a plan that is perfect for you.
So here's the big takeaway. Understanding these new rules your body is playing by, it's not about restriction. It's not a list of things you can't eat anymore. It's the exact opposite. It's about giving you the control, the knowledge, the freedom to enjoy all the foods you love safely and without worry for many, many years to come.
When you think about it, this knowledge really changes how you look at your dinner plate. It proves it's not just about what you're eating, but also when you're eating it and how you're eating it. So that leaves us with one last question to chew on. Knowing your body's new rules, what healthy habit will you rethink tonight?